Welcome, folks. I'm Jabby Kuwait, joined by Sintel Kuwait, and we are continuing on with Episode 7 of Arcane, The Boy Saviour. And so if you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut-down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. If you want to watch the whole thing along with us, uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/JabbyKuwait, where you can watch the entire series with us, but you will need your own Netflix subscription, so you can open up the show in an adjacent window to our reaction. If you're watching this on Patreon already, thanks so much for supporting us here. If you are watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up to let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. Man, when you say the same shit over and over again, sometimes parts of it just falls out of your head. It's the weirdest thing. It's like, because like there are sometimes I go through that whole thing and my mouth is just on autopilot, and then I wake up and I realize, oh no, my mouth is on autopilot, and then it just starts to fall apart. Anyway, let's jump into this, shall we?
Whoa.
Looks like Game of Thrones.
Right. Yeah, the track goes hard though.
What's that all about?
I don't know. That was, yeah.
I told you the truth.
Bullshit. What was that glowing stone? That's what I thought.
She's got a point.
Stop! Get your hands off me! Leave her alone! Let me go! Bye!
Dang.
Bye!
Oh,
boy.
Didn't see that coming.
Avatar. That's what that looks like to me.
Wow, did not see that.
Oh shit!
I
That's
forgot
Echo.
about him. Oh my God, I forgot all about him. How do I forget about him? I'm ashamed of myself for forgetting about him.
He was a resourceful guy who was like always hiding. They kind of like, you know, hinted at that, you know, watching and no one was paying attention.
Exactly. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Echo?
Damn, he looked gangster. I like this hair.
It's me, Vi. Same person who used to take you down to the junk heap and hose you down when you got covered in grease.
Yeah, she sounded just like a big sister too.
I didn't know if I could trust you.
So you just come out swinging?
Gee, I wonder who I learned that from.
I remember when you wouldn't stand up to me. I missed you.
Dang.
How long have you had those off?
How long have you been whining?
Nice.
Oh, that kind of got me a little teeny bit.
It should provide everything one needs to survive a violent transition.
Will it work on plants?
You aren't here about the plans, are you?
Yeah.
If you take this path, they will despise you. Love and legacy are the sacrifices we make for progress.
Wow.
Jace will understand.
Perhaps.
What if all this was just exercise?
Training montage.
Yeah, that's just his way of weightlifting.
How'd you find me?
You're the de facto head of the council. People notice where you go.
Oh, I didn't realize he was the head of the council.
Yeah, he got dude booted.
Yeah, but I didn't know he got promoted as a result of it.
He was my mentor, Mel. And I betrayed him.
Yes, you did.
First, I have to save Victor.
Where is he?
I don't know. He disappeared. He does that sometimes.
He out there getting high.
I'll store the council, but they'll soon need their leader. In the meantime, try not to lose your nuts.
Stay focused, man. Stay focused.
So Victor's mentor is tied to Heimendinger, which means he's tied to the chaos that happened years ago, centuries ago.
That's what I think.
Where are you going?
I need to find Jinx.
Sir,
What?
I got more in common with cave lice than Jinx. She'll come to you when she's ready.
Eh. As a man who likes to control things, that's hard to hear.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I knew this was the place. If a single seed can make it down here, so could we.
You built all this?
He sounds almost like the voice that did Miles.
This is everyone we've lost.
Oh, wow.
Goodness.
Your sister works for him not because she has to, but because she wants to. I'm sorry, but that's who she is now.
Makes me wonder if they've crossed paths at all.
I would imagine. So we still haven't talked about how much time has passed. I mean, it could be as long as a decade have passed.
I was consulting a friend about our quandary. I told you I knew someone.
Well, you didn't say they were from the Undercity.
What difference does that make?
Right?
They're dangerous.
I'm from the Undercity.
Right?
First, this wild attack in the Harder built over. Now the border is closing.
What the hell is that on the right?
What's that?
That dude looks like the Mad Hatter.
It's like the Lucky Charms dude on crack.
We came from a world where there was never enough to go round. Finn, that is why we fight. Do you remember? Don't forget again.
Wow.
Yes.
That was gangsta.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes. You forget where you come from? Let me remind you real quick. Gasping for some air, like some little old bitches.
We didn't know about that council until now.
No, we did not.
This arrived for you.
Uh-oh.
What's that seal?
I don't know. It's a crest of somebody.
Let her go. I brought her here. It's me you want.
My hero.
Vi tells me I can trust you. You get a pass back topside. That's it. Let's go.
What a bitch. My hero.
If they're chilling, you could have been come and got me.
Chasing down dead ends. And guess what? They're not all dead.
I can explain.
Don't move, silly.
Oh, Jesus.
Have you forgotten how she left you? Who found you? Who cared for you?
I can't tell if he's manipulating her or not.
I think he legitimately loves her. In a way, in a fatherly way.
It's a gemstone. It was stolen during the attack by your sister.
You just forgot to mention that?
This is our best shot at setting the record straight. This city needs healing, more than I ever realized. Please, let me help you.
I don't know
Damn.
if that would have
If I'm
sold
Echo?
me. I'm saying, I don't know if that would have sold me.
Yeah.
One condition. I'm the one who gives it to them.
Why would you do that? You're asking to get arrested.
You want us to build weapons? Absolutely not. That is not why we invented Hex Tech. We would shatter any attempt at peace. Heimerdinger would never go for this.
Heimerdinger's inaction is what brought us here. You said so yourself.
Come on, y'all know this. Y'all had to have seen it. This is where it was headed. Come on.
If we're lucky, we'll never need to use it.
Uh-huh. Famous last words.
The decision is yours.
I mean, they're both standing at points of hypocrisy. Even his assistant.
Victor?
Yeah.
We may not have a choice.
Uh-oh. Wow. That was close.
There is always a choice.
See, you hypocrite. He's over here taking a fluid that's got another animal in bondage just so that he can live longer. He's a hypocrite.
Yeah, he hasn't taken it yet, though.
I thought he did. I thought that's why he's feeling better. Well, more so better.
Oh, did he take it? I don't know.
I thought he did.
I don't know. There it is. He hasn't taken it yet.
Ah, okay. All right, so he can still kind of stand on the path of righteousness. This is not going to end well for you, homie. Oh, he tried to pull back. It was like, nah. Nah, we here now. Wow.
He obviously never heard of the Hulk. Dr. Banner? Back on the bridge.
This moment feels very Final Fantasy like.
You can't change her.
I have to try.
It's been real, Cupcake. Thanks for everything.
Oh, the hate.
The rage. I'm gonna kill you.
Get your hands off my woman. It's my sister.
What the hell is this?
Sir, I have proof. Silco's behind everything.
Uh-oh.
Yep, that's about on par.
Oh,
whoa.
God.
Don't tell me Vi made those.
No, you mean powder?
Yeah, excuse me, powder. Jinx. That's what I meant to say, not Vi. Sorry. Don't tell me Jinx made those. Wow.
He's still alive, right? He's breathing? No? He's got a shield. Yeah, he's all right. What about Cop Lady, though? Is she all right?
Oh. Yo, Jinx got gadgets, though. Huh? Whoa!
Oh!
Nice! Whoa!
Damn! Oh, shit.
And he got it back.
Dude, this is so cool!
And he got it back, yes!
Go!
Wow. Yo, that was gangster. That was hot.
Don't leave your sister? Oh, man. Echo's dead, man.
Yeah, I don't think he gonna survive this either.
The boy savior.
Come on, Echo. I'm rooting for you, fam. Come on, man. Dog, this is gangster.
Oh, shit. Oh. Oh!
Oh, no, don't play that sweet, innocent thing now. No! No! Ah. That's your ass.
She's gonna flip you, isn't she?
That's your ass.
Oh, fuck.
Why would he leave us like that? Why would he leave us like that? That,
oh, that hurts.
That's tough. That's a tough
That
one.
hurts. Oh, I need a second. Hold on. Whoa. That was heavy. Damn.
I mean, we just got him too, man.
I know,
we just
that's
gotta
the thing.
go,
It's like,
man.
we just got him back.
Just got him. We just got him. But he went out. I mean, if he is dead, we haven't seen the body. But that was a dope little scene, like them playing kids and the bullets looking like paintball and bubble gum and them being kids again in that moment, even though they weren't kids. I liked that. I like that they took a moment to make some art out of that scene.
Oh man. Okay, so that just fucked me up. Because there was this moment where he stopped hitting her and he saw the humanity in her, and then she killed both of them.
Both of them. Same time.
I was hoping that maybe like it wasn't like a grenade, but more of just like a thing to make him pass out or something.
Right.
Like some kind of chemical, as opposed to a toxin or an explosive, like a proper explosive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like tear gas.
Yeah.
You know, like tear gas isn't gonna kill you. You know, it's just gonna give you tears.
A better kind of tears. I was hoping that he saw the humanity and then just knocked her out, and then they could take her back and talk some sense to her or something like that. But once he stopped hitting, I was like, he's done. He ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's the sad thing, man. Is like he's a good person, and that goodness made him weak in that moment.
Yes, it did.
That's what sucks. That whole thing where he had the. Okay, let's back up, man, because that like fucked me up. I'm not gonna lie, that like hurt because we just got him back, and if he's dead, oh man.
We don't know, man. We haven't seen the body. We don't know the nature of the blast.
It's not just that though. Like, you know, even though she's bad, you know, just like Vi, I'm kind of hoping to pull her back to the other side. The moment with Caitlin,
okay,
when she's like, I need that energy ball back. What's it called again? The power ball.
Yeah, they just call it the gem.
The gemstone.
Yeah, the gemstone.
When she's like, I need you to give it back to me, and she gives her whole speech.
Yeah.
About, you know, whatever. I'm like, yo, this dude's been fighting for the underground for like his whole life. You're just laying this speech on him. These are words, but he's been like doing action to keep his peoples alive.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, he's seeing the corruption at all sides, you know, on both ends of the spectrum. He has seen the truth. The veil has been pulled up, and like, and she, you know, she's selling him on these words. Like, I'm not buying this. I wouldn't buy it.
I wouldn't either. Especially if you just met her too. Like, you just met her. Just.
Yeah.
I don't know, like.
But like, so what Echo is trying to do is like, he's trying to secure this interest he has in peace. Because like, he underneath all of that hard exterior is a person who has hope. And so that's why he's like, all right, I'll make this trade, but I need to go do this to ensure that this happens. He's not going to risk anyone else's life. It's got to be him to make sure it goes over right. Because when she was delivering that speech, I was just like, sounds like a bunch of lies. Because I'm just looking at it from his perspective. Not that she's actually lying. Like she's just like him in that underneath it all, she's got hope. You know,
Yeah.
That's the thing is it's a collection of hope.
Yes.
That's what all of them represent. Mm-hmm. Including Vi. Like, she has hope for her sister, you know? Very interesting. There's a lot of interesting moments throughout this episode, like when Caitlin and Vi were talking to each other and you saw from the POV of what it looked like underneath. Mm-hmm. Like, you never see that. That's new. The moment where Jinx or Powder is fucking with Silco's face.
Yeah.
With the thing.
Yeah.
That was an interesting moment because I'm like, this is the dude. This is the dude behind the dude. Like, this is the man, and you're just fucking with his face, and he's just letting you because, like you said, he loves her.
Yeah, he does.
Like in his own twisted way. And so when he was saying, you know, your sister is tricking you, she just wants I keep calling it the Powerball, the gemstone. When he was saying all that to her, I genuinely couldn't tell if he was just manipulating her, even if from his perspective it's informed from a good place, because we know he's bad. Mm-hmm. But like, from a bad guy's perspective, what he's doing is the right thing. Mm-hmm. From a bad guy's perspective, what he's doing is good, right? I can't tell if what he's communicating to Powder in that moment is something that he genuinely believes, or it's a lie he is telling her because by any means necessary,
any means
to get the job done. Yeah,
I think there's more to Silco than what we've discovered because we still don't know his story. We don't know why Vander was choking him out in the water. Something led to that point of why they butted heads and were never the same again after that point. So there may be a justifiable reason why Silco is taking these extreme measures. But whatever it is, I think he sees a lot of himself in Jinx. she's smaller than Vi at the time. He was smaller than Vander at the time. Apparently, they were both on the same side of their rebellion, whatever it was, Silco and Vander, and then it just went astray. And then he picks Jinx up when Vi leaves her and then adopts her, and he's like, yo, you could be a part of my family, and this is what it's going to be. I don't think he's lying to her. I think he is the new Vander for her. It's just a different side of the coin. It's the same side of the coin where he wants to take care of his people. He's still a leader. He still wants to take care of his family, as defunct and crazy as that family is. Vander and Silco are the same people. They're just two different sides of the coin, and Jinx is caught in between of both of those two kind of like father figures. Well, she's not caught because Vander's dead, but she's still clinging onto that father figure. And let's be honest, Silco wants her. He wants his daughter back in a sense. I don't think he's lying about that. I think he does believe that Vi is only using her for the stone, because what other reason? Why would he not think that? He hasn't seen her in 10 years. Like, she's been gone for 10 years.
Right.
She abandoned her at our biggest time of need, so it does make sense. I think if there's anybody that can save Silco, it's Jinx. The only person that can maybe save Jinx is, well, no, it doesn't go the other way. I think Jinx is the only person that can maybe save Silco, but Vi is the only person that can get to Jinx. But Jinx may be gone. I mean, let's not. We had a Game of Thrones moment by episode 3 when we lost pretty big members of the cast, who we thought the cast was going to be in her gang, in the original gang that Jinx and Vi were in, plus Vander as well. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they took out Jinx. No. As I'm listening to myself talk about it, no, she's not dead.
Well, she was right next to him.
She's not dead.
They showed her body.
I know.
You don't know what's going on. We don't know.
I don't know, man.
We don't know for sure until we watch the next episode. But I was just thinking back, like, it just kind of struck me that at the end of episode 3, when Silco takes Jinx into his possession, we both felt like that scene was a bit rushed.
Yeah. It felt a little bit rushed. Yeah.
I think given the fact that they jumped forward 10 years anyway, or whatever, how many years it was, very easily you could have just not shown that scene and you'd still come to the same conclusion. You'd still have the same emotional payoffs, I think, that we've had so far.
Yeah.
If you didn't have that moment, all that stuff could have just been not said. Yeah. We would have gotten it. Just from the circumstances of what's going on in the show, you get it.
Yeah.
You know? And so I kind of wish that, I know that it's like really late to mention that, but it just hit me like, they should have just not shown that scene.
So
and it would have been
he should have just like walked up to her while she was alone and then just kind of just ended it at that. And then 10 years later,
like Vi tries
on the same side. Yeah.
Yeah, Vi tries to go back and then she gets pulled by the cop guy who died.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, when he was dying and he goes, tell my daughter, and then he just dies. Yeah. I loved that. I thought that was great because you never see that.
Yeah. And also, fuck you. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm probably not supposed to be saying that on the channel, but also, you don't get no redemption for this. Like the damage you've done, I feel bad for your daughter, I do, but we as the audience haven't really got a chance to know her, so whatever. Tell my perfect ending for you. Now let's carry on.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. I wasn't even thinking of it. I was just thinking from a creative standpoint. I'm just like, I've never seen that. Usually they actually get the words out. He was so messed up from the robot butterflies that he's just gone before he could get the words out.
All right, let me just take a moment to talk about my boy Echo. First, let's start off with how they started the series off in a totally different way. One of the things that I think you have as well have said that we've really enjoyed is the score and the soundtrack that they've been using. And they went a totally different way. They went to hip hop. And initially I was like, this doesn't really fit. It doesn't, but the beat was still kind of hot. And then we got a chance to hear it was like the dude from Clips. I can't think of the main rapper's name right now at the moment. But he's spitting on it, and it's it kind of goes hard. I know the rapper. I know how it goes, and you see images of who we didn't know at that time was Echo in his mask. And he's like got graffiti and spray painting. It didn't really fit. How did you feel about the opening sequence? That's how I felt. I felt it didn't fit. How did you feel about the opening sequence?
The opening was necessary. This is separate from my opinion of the opening.
Okay.
The opening is necessary in order to set the tone for what arrives later towards the end of the episode, which is that montage of them playing as kids.
Okay.
And it also has a different tone than you're expecting because hip hop is generally associated with like gangsterness, being, bad and whatever. Whereas there, it was being used for fun, to illustrate fun, which puts a completely different spin on hip hop. I guess like in a Will Smith kind of way, I guess. It's even to this day, like when I hear hip hop, I associate a certain edge with it. I don't associate it with being joyous,
right,
playful. I never think of hip hop that way.
Okay.
And so try to imagine hearing screamo death metal, but you're pairing that with like kids just kind of having fun. I never really thought of hip hop that way. I didn't know if it was being ironic or trying to shift the perspective on how you can view hip hop.
Right.
In short, you needed that opening to set the tone for that scene later on. As long as you set it up, you can get away with it later.
Right.
That's the idea.
Okay.
Right? If they just hit you with that hip hop thing later on, it would feel kind of like out of left field because they didn't set you up.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, that being said, there's this marketing thing where they think in order to sell to a black audience, they have to have hip hop music on the trailer.
Okay, I'm with you on that.
And I think that's bullshit.
I agree with that as well too. It doesn't have to always be that.
And so you have this, I guess, a primary black character in the series. Like he's not primary, but he's an important black character in the series. And then of course you throw the hip hop on him, and I'm like, it's a little bit weird. Like, did you have to? I felt wigged out when Tarantino did that in Django Unchained. I'm like, just because it's a black movie doesn't mean you have to have hip hop music. That's not a requisite. And so it kind of irks me a little bit in that regard. But as someone who is not a hip hop listener on the regular, as someone who doesn't, with that, know shit about hip hop, because like I'm old school. Like I like a couple of songs from the 90s and Rapper's Delight. So, I like a handful of hip hop songs and Eminem, right? As someone who's not well versed in this area, is all I'm trying to say. I thought those two songs were pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all I'm trying to say. So as an ignoramus, I like those two songs.
You said something that kind of hit the nail, and that is the nature of how the viewer is going to listen to the song, right? And Clips is a gangster rapper per se. He's more into like dope music, pushing drug trap. It's not trap music. It's more of like music that drug dealers would listen to, because his whole shtick is cooking coke, pushing keys, moving weight up and down freeways. That's the thing about Pusha T. Obviously, you have to do it underground if you're going to be successful in the drug game. And then to have Pusha T spitting on a track that's associated with Echo, it does set a tone. And it's definitely not a Will Smith tone, like you were saying. It's not like Parents Ain't Nothing But Trouble. It ain't that. So without me even knowing that we were going to be revealing a black cast member, I subconsciously have already accepted the fact, because I hear Pusha T in the back of my head when I see his mask. And his mask is dope. That owl mask, that Court of the Owls vibe that his whole troupe is pretty dope. So from somebody that is a fan of good fight choreography, what did you think about Echo and Jinx's final standoff on the bridge? Well, actually, even before they even get to their final standoff, when Echo reveals himself that he's not dead and he's about to assault the police officers on the bridge. When he does his reveal, that whole action sequence from the time he reveals and to his standoff with Jinx.
I liked all that. I didn't really look at it as like martial arts or fight choreography. I just thought that was like dope animation.
Okay.
I look at that like anime.
Okay.
It's just like him on that skateboard, like moving around and dodging bullets and stuff like that. I suppose it is fight choreography. It was just so wonderfully executed. Yeah. It's just like coolness to the max is the easiest way to put it. Because I'm watching it, I'm just losing my mind. I'm like, I ain't seen this in a long time, if ever. Yeah. Him just sort of like surfing in the air and moving around stuff, and then just gliding past Powder and snatching shit. And she's like, all the stuff that they were doing in that moment of combat was just really cool, and you just don't see that very often. At least I don't, because I'm not a heavy anime watcher. And so for me, it's very refreshing.
Yeah.
I would imagine that people who watch anime on the reg, they probably have seen this kind of stuff before, but for me, it's all like, a lot of it's very new and smooth and slick.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I was just happy. You know, I couldn't tell you which one was like you know, with fight scenes you can kind of like communicate like choreography and stuff like that. I can communicate that as effectively as I can tell you why something at Wolfgang Puck tastes amazing. You know, it just tastes good to me. I don't know, it just does. You know, yeah, exactly. Or you know, with music, like I can't tell you anything about instruments. I could just tell you that track was dope. So with this, just the way it was put together, I'm like, that was just dope. The way it was just so marvelously creatively done, and I just thought it was fun. You know, I'd go back. I would watch this whole series again. You know?
Oh yeah, I think I will, because I think I'm missing a lot too. Other things that'll be cleared up a lot more now that I've had other information revealed to me, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's a couple of Easter eggs that we've missed too as a result of some of the new information that we have. Regarding the fight scene, there was one thing that I really enjoyed, and that is it was two fight scenes. There was one where they took a stylistic choice to turn both Jinx and Echo into kids and had it kind of like a paintballish kind of feel. They had the bubblegum kind of colors and like the paintball splattering on his armored chest and all that, and they slowed it down in a way to really emphasize on like the kids' features and the playfulness about it and stuff. I thought that was really cool. I thought they were going to close the whole fight sequence out like that, to just have us in that space that maybe either Jinx and or Echo are both experiencing. Like, I'm fighting my friend, you know, this kid that I've known and I grew up with. But not only did they give us that, then they stopped it and then they brought it back to be like, no, this is not that. These are adults about to make some adult decisions, and big stakes are on the line, as in life. And then, of course, Jinx has like the last laugh per se and drops her Harley Quinn.
There's a lot to unpack. There's a lot to unpack in that scene, man. Like, you can take it to a philosophical level and go, when we were kids, it's all play and it's innocent. When we grow up, we want to fuck each other up and kill each other. It's just, that's an interesting thought to take. And they had a pseudo Sherlock Holmes moment. That's the first place that my brain goes when I think of it. Because in Sherlock Holmes, in the Robert Downey Jr. Edition of Sherlock Holmes, at least in the first one that I saw, because I didn't see the second one, he has these moments where he sort of studies what's happening, almost like a math equation, and he figures out all the moves that are going to happen. And then he goes and fights, and then he goes and does the thing, right? And he beats up the dude because he was able to anticipate. And so off of all of the games they played as a kid, you know, he is sort of like pre-registering in his brain, okay, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. And he's calculating like chess. Okay, then I got to move here, here, here. Cool, let's go. And he goes, and that's how he's able to mess her up, because he was able to anticipate all of her moves.
See that. Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And so I don't know if it's simply revealing to us like this is this game they played as kids, and maybe he used to get bested by her a lot. And so he would study her. It could be that this is how his brain actually functions. Like, this is the mode he goes into in order to beat his enemy. You know, it could be anything.
Yeah.
And it's open to interpret. It could be all the things.
Yeah.
But that's what's so cool about that scene. Yeah, I thought that was dope. I wasn't expecting it. It sort of just caught me off guard because I'm like, this is not in the show anywhere else. But it was interesting on its own.
Yeah, I think between that intro and that fight scene, it was just two whole brand new elements to an established story being told. It was an interesting choice for whoever it was that directed that episode. It worked for me though.
Anyway, y'all, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Do let us know your feelings in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on Patreon, thanks so much for supporting us here. Make sure to follow Sintel with the Intel, youtube.com/Sintel, or Instagram @Sintel. That's it for now. I'm Jabby Coy. This is...
It's your boy!
Peace out.